First up, if you have ever gone on Twitter and shit-talked a politician for fun, I hope you have your credit card handy, because now you're going to have to pay up.
Republican Congressman Devin Nunez is suing Twitter and several of its users for more than $250 million.
He claims they have defamed him. Among the tweets he references in the lawsuit is this one from a parody account, @Devin Nunez's mom. In another, the user wrote, "When we have questions about hookers or Vegas strip clubs, we'll call you. Okay, Devin Nunez?"
How is it possible that I can be attacked relentlessly hundreds of times a day by fake accounts that they claim in their terms of service should not be there?
Oh, how come the people on the Twitter can say the bad things to me?
What a snowflake. Look, man, I think it's terrible when kids are bullied online, but as a grown man, this should not be a problem for you. First of all, don't click on your mentions, all right? You are choosing to visit your bullies. I wish I had that luxury in school if they were just like, "Hey, Trevor, click here to get a wedgie." You're like, no. I'm just gonna say no. And if you can't avoid your mentions online, just turn on your filters to block out the trolls, okay? That's what I do. Every day on my Twitter, I've got Nazis telling me they hate me and they want to kill my family in Africa, and I just block that. You know why? Because I don't want to see it, all right? I don't want you to remind me that I have family in Africa. I made it to America, baby. I'm out. I left those losers behind. And another thing, a lawsuit is definitely not the way to handle this, because now everyone knows about these accounts making fun of you, Devin Nunez. Like there's one account he's suing that pretends to be his cow. Yes. This is true. And before yesterday, the Devin Nunez cow had like 1,000 followers. Then Nunez files his lawsuit, and now it has 154,000 followers. Yeah, actually, 154,001. All right. Yeah, moving on. Robert Kraft. Last month, the billionaire New England Patriots owner was charged with paying for hand jobs at a Florida massage parlor. Well, today, he might have gotten his happy ending.
Just in, an offer is now on the table for New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft, who is charged with 2 counts of solicitation in connection with a South Florida day spa. Prosecutors have offered to drop those charges if Kraft admits he would have been found guilty at trial.
This would also include some punishment. It would include 100 hours of community service, an education course about prostitution, and a screening for STDs.
A screening for STDs? Like, what is all of this? Rich people get deals that I've never heard of. Admit you would have been found guilty and we'll let you go? Out of here, man. At least make him admit it in a room full of Eagles fans. Then we'll see some punishment, you know? This is insane. We'll only let you go if you're guilty. What? Like, rich people are already living in another world. And also, he has to take an education course about prostitution. If you read the reports, he should be the professor, okay? The guy has hands-on experience, if you know what I mean. And also, how do you even learn about prostitution? What do? Spend a day with Cat Williams as a pimp? Lesson number 1, don't be sorry, ho, be careful. Pa! Oh, and speaking of rich people living in another world, here's some sports news, I guess.
A multi-millionaire in China just paid more than $1 million for this prized Belgian racing pigeon named Armando. Pigeon racing has become increasingly popular in China. Armando is considered to be the best long-distance racing pigeon, quote, of all time. Armando is the most expensive bird ever to be sold at auction by a huge margin.
Seriously? $1 million for a pigeon? I mean, I guess I am happy to see pigeons finally getting some respect, you know? No, because they're just as good as doves, but they get none of the credit. Why? Because they're gray. Bird racism. That's what that is. And apparently this bird is expensive because when you let it go, it always comes back really fast. If that's the case, I've got millions of dollars on my balcony every morning. Yeah. I wake up every day and the pigeons are there. I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. Then every morning, the next day, they come back. Yeah. Now tomorrow, I'll be like, hey, pigeon, want to come in for some brunch? And the pigeons will be like, oh, looks like someone was watching the news. Who's the rats of the sky now?